The bustling airport was alive with the usual chaos of travelers rushing to their gates. But for Flight 237 bound for Manila, the atmosphere was about to take an unexpected turn. Among the passengers was a young Filipina flight attendant named Mia, who moved gracefully through the cabin, ensuring everything was perfect before takeoff. What no one knew was that Mia wasn't just any flight attendant. She was Maria Isabella Alvarez, the newly appointed CEO of the airline, disguised as a crew member to observe operations firsthand. Mia had always believed in leading from the ground up. She wanted to understand the challenges her employees faced and ensure the airline lived up to its promise of exceptional service. But what she encountered on this flight would test her patience and resolve in ways she never imagined. As the passengers settled into their seats, a group of rowdy travelers in the business class section began to make snide remarks about Mia. They didn't bother to lower their voices, assuming she couldn't understand them. "Look at her," one man sneered, his voice dripping with condescension. "She's probably never even left the Philippines before. What does she know about real service?" Another chimed in. "I bet she's just here to smile and look pretty. These budget airlines really scrape the bottom of the barrel, don't they?" Mia overheard every word but maintained her composure, her smile unwavering. She continued to assist passengers, offering blankets, pillows, and drinks with the same warmth and professionalism she always did. But inside, her heart ached. She knew this kind of prejudice was all too common, and it only fueled her determination to prove them wrong. Midway through the flight, turbulence struck, shaking the plane violently. The cabin grew tense as passengers gripped their armrests, their earlier bravado replaced by fear. One of the loudest mockers, a businessman named Greg, suddenly turned pale and began to panic. Mia noticed his distress and immediately approached him. "Sir, are you okay? Can I get you some water or a cold towel?" she asked, her voice calm and reassuring. Greg, embarrassed and shaken, nodded weakly. As Mia tended to him, her professionalism and kindness began to chip away at his earlier arrogance. He couldn't help but feel ashamed of how he had treated her. Once the turbulence subsided and the cabin settled, the captain's voice came over the intercom. "Ladies and gentlemen, we apologize for the rough patch. I'd like to take a moment to introduce someone very special on board with us today. Our CEO, Maria Isabella Alvarez, has been traveling incognito as part of her commitment to improving our airline. Please give her a round of applause." The cabin erupted in murmurs of shock and disbelief. All eyes turned to Mia, who stood at the front of the cabin, her uniform now adorned with a small golden pin that identified her as the CEO. The passengers who had mocked her earlier were frozen in their seats, their faces flushed with embarrassment. Mia stepped forward, her voice steady and commanding. "Thank you everyone for your patience during the turbulence. I joined this flight not as your CEO, but as a member of our incredible crew to better understand the experiences of both our passengers and our employees. What I witnessed today was both disappointing and enlightening." She paused, her gaze sweeping over the cabin. "To those who judged me based on my appearance or assumed I was unqualified, I hope this serves as a reminder that respect and kindness cost nothing. And to our crew who handle every situation with grace and professionalism, I am deeply proud to lead this airline." As the plane touched down in Manila, the atmosphere had completely shifted. Passengers who had once mocked Mia now approached her to apologize, their attitudes humbled by her poise and leadership. Greg, the businessman, even requested a meeting with her to discuss how he could support her initiatives to improve diversity and inclusion in the airline industry. But the real surprise came when Mia announced that every passenger on the flight would receive a voucher for a free round-trip ticket as a gesture of goodwill. "This isn't just about making amends," she explained. "It's about giving you the opportunity to experience the true spirit of our airline, one that values every individual regardless of their background or role." The story of Mia's incognito flight quickly went viral, earning praise from travelers and industry leaders alike. Her leadership style, rooted in empathy and humility, became a model for others to follow. And for Mia, it was a powerful reminder that true strength lies not in titles or power, but in the ability to rise above prejudice and lead with integrity. Never underestimate someone based on their job title. The person you look down on today might be the one running the show tomorrow.